Hello, my lovely Gemini. Welcome to your February 2022 reading. Hope this reading finds you well, finds you skipping along in February in your sort of joyous, bubbly self that Geminis are. I've been meditating on your energy, my lovely Gemini. Oh, and before I give you my channeled message, I'll just ask my guides to hold off for a bit. This is a general reading for you, Gemini. It's a reading for Gemini sun, rising and moon sign. If you'd like a personal reading, you can book a reading with me below, following the link below to my website, and you can book a reading from there. That'll be specific to you. Now, let's get down to it. Okay, your channeled message. I want to say to you, Gemini, that they're showing me here this change that's coming in. It's like this wave, a tsunami, if you like. It's headed your way. It's coming in. It's not a destructive force, but rather a force that is going to sweep you along with the events. So I feel like in February there are going to be events, situations, opportunities coming up around you, and it has the potential of really sweeping clean, really coming through your life and bringing in changes. So where you thought, okay, your life was all planned, I feel like I want to say to you last year, okay, my life is, these are my goals, these are my plans. Well, February's got something else in mind for you. And I feel like there's some changes coming in here, changes with how you work, where you work. I want to say, Gemini, you're in demand. You're in demand. People are going to be offering you opportunities. Now, it's your free will whether or not you take those opportunities on, whether you want to embrace them or whether you just think, oh, well, that's interesting, but I'm not going to be making any changes. But if you do want to bring in those changes, if you do want to make changes, there are a wealth of opportunities coming to you. You're going to be Mr. and Miss Popular in February. It's people are just going to be approaching you with can you do this for me? Do you want to do this? Do you want to work here? Do you want to, and I feel like it's you are negotiating your terms. So you're in that position of being able to say, yeah, okay, I'll do that, but this is how I want to do it. This is how I want to work. These are the hours I want to put in. There's flexibility around you in February, my lovely Gemini. So use it to your advantage. Use it to really create what you're wanting to create. It's quite changeable, malleable. It's like this, the old plasticine or clay where you can really shape it, create what you want. Create what you want. They're saying to me, you're in the driver's seat, Gemini. So what a great place to be. What a great place to be for February. Okay, let me create your Celtic cross here. As I've been speaking, I've been shuffling, and let's see what is created here. I am using my tarot deck of the Tarot Illuminati for the main Celtic cross, and then I'll use other decks to have added information. I've been so busy, but and people have been requesting what, asking me what tarots I use. I want to, when I get 5 minutes to have a breath, I will post them on my community page. So if you're not subscribed and you want to find out what tarots I'm using, then make sure you hit the subscribe button so you have access to that community page, which is attached to my YouTube. And I will, over the next couple of weeks, or possibly next week, we'll see how my time goes, I will put my decks there so that you can see if there's decks that you like, you can then also purchase them. All right, so let's have a look. You're coming from my lovely Gemini, the Empress here. Wow. You know, this is you. This is you calling the shots. This is you. What do you want in your life? What abundance do you want? What new plans do you want? What new way of living do you want to create? This is the card of creation. This is the card of new opportunities. This is the card of abundance. This is the card of luxury. This is the card of, you know, everything that you're wanting to bring in. You bring in. You're in that position of being quite empowered. Not over others, but over yourself. What do you want to create in your reality, my lovely Gemini? You know, have fun with it. Have fun with it. Play with it. Mold it. Create it, you know. But really, you also need to have that clarity of, well, what do you want? What changes do you want to bring in? What sort of lifestyle do you want? Who's moving near the ocean? Who's moving near the sea? There's some sort of move here, but it's just a beautiful open spaces. I like that because it's sort of open space. That's what you're needing this month as well, my lovely Gemini. Open spaces to breathe, to run, to play, to just not be closed in. You're not going to do well in crowds. You're not going to do well in closed in environments. So find, you know, go out and seek that space in the mountains, in the forest, by the sea, where you can just really expand is what they're showing me here. As we move along into February, you've got the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands speaks of things happening very, very quickly, things that are meant to be yours, your purpose, your life's purpose, the things that bring you joy, things that you feel enthusiastic about. But opportunities are going to be there, and opportunities are going to come very, very quickly. They're just going to come out of the blue around you very early on in February. So, you know, it's about getting ready. Things are going to happen. Opportunities will be there for you as far as job offers, social offers, changing, an offer to move somewhere else, relocate. It's a change in your family environment, in your relationship. Is there a baby on the way? You know, what is it for you? It's going to happen quickly. It's going to happen quickly. It's crossed with the Five of Swords. Now, because this, you know, the Eight of Wands, is the infinity symbol. The Eight of Wands is this opportunity to, I don't know if I said Nine of Wands, but I meant Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is the infinity symbol, and it's about good fortune. It's a very fortunate number. It brings a lot of good fortune. It's crossed with the Five of Swords. And this is, you know, okay, there may be a few hiccups because it's crossed by a very positive card around you. There may be a few hiccups. You know, this is life. It's life. You know, there may be some things that you need to overcome. Okay, I would like to take this new job or this job offer or this opportunity, but I need to tweak some things in my life. I need to, you know, organize some things in my life, and it's going to take up some of your time. So, you know, it's not a bad thing, and it's something that you're going to overcome very easily. It's not going to be something that is hugely problematic for you. It's something that you're able to overcome. You've got the Four of Pentacles here, and this is you saving your money, saving your pennies, accumulating life skills, knowledge, accumulating skills, knowledge, moving forward, wisdom, but also financial, you know, saving your money, being very cautious about how you spend it, where you spend it, if you're going to spend it, how much are you going to save. It's also about how much of yourself are you going to give to others. So it's being a little bit possessive of your resources, and you are a resource yourself. You know, your knowledge and your skill and your ability, that's a resource in itself. And so it's you're considering, okay, well, how much am I going to give out? How much am I going to save for something that I want to do further down the track? What else do I need to learn? You're being very protective of what belongs to you. It's also being very protective of your family, of your friendships. It's that sort of protective self in you as well. I'm going to draw a card from the Good Tarot, and let's see. Let's get some more information, Gemini. Let's get some more information about that. You're in a position of really being, you know, where am I going to spend my money, or how much of myself am I going to give out? If you have this offer for work, well, yeah, okay, but how many hours am I going to put into that? And what do I want in return? What sort of you're in a position of being able to negotiate. The Ace of Earth, the Ace of Pentacles. So there's a new start coming in around you. There's a new start coming in around you. New beginning, a new beginning of abundance, a new financial turning point as well. But you know, you've got the antlers here on this elk, and the antlers to me represent space. It's about, you know, when they put their head down, they're pushing the enemy away, or they're pushing away people, or they're pushing away anything that's blocking their path. It creates space. It allows air to move around them. So that's also for you, as what I said in the beginning. It's about you being in open spaces, not being crowded in, not so that it's almost like, well, I can think, I can create that space around me, so I can be who I am, I can be me, not living up to other people's expectations. I want to say to you, my lovely Gemini, how does that translate into your reality? I like this. It's the Ten of Pentacles. What is yours will come to you. You will reap the benefits of your choices and your decisions and the opportunities that are coming up around you. There is going to be an improvement in your lot in life. What is abundance? What does abundance represent to you? Is it abundance? Is it financial? Is it spiritual? Is it physical? Is it emotional? How is it wrapped for you? It's coming to you. What is yours is going to be given to you. You're going to receive it. You're going to see the results of it in February. And I feel like very early on in February. So there's this real completion of a journey that you've been on. I want to say to you, you've been shaping your life, Gemini, over the past few years. There's been this sort of reassessment or shaping of your life. And February 2022, you're going to start seeing things falling into place. It's like things are just going to fall into place. I like it. That things are going to line up for you. Things are lining up for you in February. It's going to lead to you making choices and decisions. So there's choices and decisions for you to make. But there's nothing that you make in a hurry. So there's opportunities that come up. You're going to consider them. There's consideration behind it. You know, it could be a wedding, it could be a proposal of marriage, a decision to have a family, start a family, decision to relocate, whatever it is, however it's wrapped for you, Gemini. It's they're decisions that you're going to make after a lot of thought. It's like, okay, and that's the antlers. That's the antlers to the elk. You know, give me space. Give me open space to be able to process, to be able to consider the facts, to be able to think about what it is I want and what direction I'm moving in. So you only make a choice or a decision after a lot of thought. And it's important that you're not crowded in. And by crowding in, I mean, you know, people's giving you advice. You know, I think you should do this, and that sounds really good. I think you need to do that and go in that direction. That's crowding in. It's about having that clarity of thought and just being able to process. So make sure that you take some time out for yourself to just clarify what it is you're wanting, so that you can make an informed, balanced decision. Because when there is a time of change, you're given an opportunity to reinvent yourself. You're given an opportunity to bring new things into your life. You want to make the right choices. You want to bring the right things in, not because somebody else has suggested that that's what they want or that's how they see the future. It's about you. They're playing with my face, Gemini. My guides are playful this morning. Okay, so then let's move to the Four of Wands. So whatever decisions you're making, whatever choices you're making, follow your intuition. Listen to your body, your body speak to you. You know, when you're making a choice or a decision, your body, your emotional body is going to react to it. You're either going to have a pit in the stomach, or you're going to have this sense of real excitement and joy, and moving forward with positivity. So listen to that inspirational thought, your dreams, synchronicities. Have a look at what's going on around you to help you make your decisions and your choices. But there's success there. There's success, there's celebrations. This could be a celebration of an anniversary, a wedding, a birth of a child, an engagement. What is that for you? But there's some sort of celebration. It's also celebrating your life, celebrating your successes, celebrating. Look, I'm just getting a sense of this joy around you. It's celebrating the good fortune that's coming your way, what's going on around you. The intensity of that is going to depend on whether or not you've been manipulated in your choices and in your decisions. Make sure that you stay true. Towards the end of February, it's going to be such a time of celebration. You've got the Four of Wands, but you've also got the Three of Cups. And the Three of Cups is celebrating your successes, celebrating something you've done well, celebrating good times, celebrating milestones. As I said, anniversaries, weddings, engagements, birth of a child, birthdays. What is it that you're celebrating? It could be your successes. But this is quite full on. There's going to be, I feel like you're going to be invited to a lot of social things. You being the social butterfly, it's really coming to the fore. You're really having a great time. Life is good. I feel like your life is falling into place, my Geminis. How lovely is that? How lovely is that? Through all of this, it's about remaining clear in thinking, remaining balanced. Temperance is about harmony. It's about balance. It's about time out for yourself. It's about meditating. And meditating, you don't have to sit cross-legged and do your arms. You can be just walking through with nature, swimming, just switching off, when you might be gardening, you might be cooking, you might be doing something where you can just, you might be working with clay, you might be painting, whatever it is where you get into that zone. It's about getting into that zone and really finding that peace and that harmony, not being rocked, not being swayed, not being thrown off kilter. So be around people towards the end of February that bring you that harmony and that peace and that joy. Because it is about being balanced. That is going to also help you in your decision making. Let's do the Wisdom Oracle. Yeah, finding that joy and that balance. Yeah, it's about being in the here and now. It's about being in the here and now, and that's temperance. Temperance is not about anxiety. Anxiety is a fear of the future. Depression is dwelling in the past. But if you're in the here and now, if now is important, is where you're focused, where you are, and very present, that brings you that sense of harmony. That brings you that sense of peace and tranquility. And so it is about drawing your attention back to the here and now, appreciating the here and now, what is around you, enjoying the celebrations and the accolades and whatever is coming up for you in that sort of fun moment, enjoying that moment, which is going to allow you to process, your thoughts. And then by the end of February, in order for you to move forward, there needs to be a clearing. So you're going to have some moments there towards the end of February, moving into March. So there's something that's going on in that transition from February to March where you are leaving something behind, and that may be part of your decision-making process, of moving forward, taking on these new opportunities. In order to take on these new opportunities, something needs to be released. And this is not something that happens to you. This is something that you are doing. It's your choice. It's your decision to release release. It can be behaviours, pattern, attitudes, cycles in your life. It can be the way you think. It can be old goals, where you thought you would be, goals that you had planned. You're releasing those to make new ones, moving to something better. So you are actually moving to something better. You're creating a space in your life, in your plans to be flexible, to bring new things in. So this is something that you're ready to do. This is something that you've chosen to do. Moving into March. I like that, Gemini. I'm going to draw a card from the Lantern Oracle for you. Let's see what words of wisdom are going to be there. How are you being guided? Oh, what's this? Let me get my glasses, Gemini. My lovely Gemini. Okay. Presence of absence. Hold what is absent in the presence of your love. Okay. And this is, looking at nostalgia. There's a picture there of her husband, probably. There's a picture of her grandchildren or children. It's presence of absence. And so when you're releasing, whatever it is you're releasing, you can still hold that. Even though someone's not in your life or there's a plan that you're letting go, it doesn't mean that you don't think about it. It doesn't mean that you don't give it energy. It might be something that you're going to give, you're going to create further down the track. I'm going to read what that is for you because I feel like that's going to be something significant. So let's have a look. I've got the wrong deck, the wrong book. I'm looking at it thinking, what? That's not right. That's not right. Let's have a look. Here it is. Okay. Cycles, circles. Here we go. It's easy to fill our thoughts with the loss of loved ones, missed opportunities and regrets. Our hearts can become so overwhelmed with what is no longer or never has been part of our life that we lose sight of our present. This can be especially so with regrets around the things that we did not say, try or do. All that we can ever change about our regrets is what we do with our grief in the present. Loss is a kind of death. When we lose or do not attain something we deeply value, something of ourselves die or remain absent along with it. At some point, we have to learn to live on and find ways to genuinely fulfill our present without this cherished place, attainment, or situation. The empty space where what we still love had been or would be could be painful to confront. We can either fill the empty space with what is absent, like the crone who sits at the dinner table with photos, and become absent ourselves. Regardless of the source of your prolonged grief, the featured crone loves and supports you to move beyond the loss suspending your life or aspects of it. She cautions you to avoid the potential for grief. Yeah, overall, I think, what I'm getting with this, with you fitting into your reading, is living in the present. And it's to do with this, releasing, missed opportunities, things that you wanted to achieve and put in place that didn't eventuate, allowing that to let go of that rather than dwelling on it. So it's what I said to you before, being balanced. It's about being balanced. It's about releasing what is no longer necessary, what no longer is part of your present moment in moving forward and moving into. So it's a time of release. So what are your regrets? What haven't you achieved that you wanted to achieve, and you think, oh, I failed, or I didn't do what if. It's about releasing that, making new goals and plans, and seizing the new opportunities that are around you. Is what you're being guided towards. Divine Abundance. This is my Divine Abundance deck. Let's see what information is there for you. That was a heavy card, wasn't it? I don't think it's that heavy with you. It's more, don't dwell in the past. Look at the opportunities that are being presented to you in the future. Let's not water down the potential that February holds. This is expansiveness. Well, there you go. Eternity is far more creative than the rigid, constrained, and exhausted ego. And it's the ego that keeps us in the past. The ego keeps us in the I failed or what if, or, you know, it's the ego that does that. Concentrate on expansiveness, the new opportunities that are coming up for you, the choices and decisions that are open to you, and understand that you're in the driver's seat. Okay, the ball's in your court, so to speak. So I hope that this resonates for you, my lovely Gemini. Take from it what resonates for you. Maybe all of it resonates for some of you. I wish you lots of joy and excitement and prosperity in February for you. Many, many blessings.